Let me tell you, the basic needs every person has is to, 1, belong, and to 2, be recognised as being special and unique. They're kind of conflicting, aren't they? I need to belong and I need to feel part of it, but I also need to be recognised for being special and unique. To get the best result in any team that you run, you need to identify at which point people are at. Is this person right now in the space where they want to belong? Their biggest driver is about belonging. Then you need to frame any task you want them to do into how completing this task will help them achieve that sense of belonging and being part of the group. If, on the other hand, they're at the point where they feel like they belong, but they don't feel like they're unique anymore, they don't feel like they're special, they don't feel like anyone recognises anything that they do, then you need to tie whatever instruction you're giving them, whatever task, to how it will achieve an outcome where they're special, they're recognised, they're unique. This becomes easier when you practice it. But let me tell you, if you can start to learn where people fit both in their personality type and their energy, and their drivers, what they want out of life, and whether it's about belonging or being special, you will find you can achieve amazing results from people. Absolutely amazing results from people, because you're helping them on their most base level needs. Does everyone know Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Most of us have a function on that very base level of safety and security driving a lot of stuff we do in our daily life. A lot of us are nowhere up near the enlightened kind of levels of it. We're functioning down in safety and security, the belonging, the acceptance, the being recognised. When you can tap into where a person is at any point, whether it's in your family, whether it's at work, whether it's in your Toastmasters club, whether it's in your footy team, and you can tie whatever needs to happen to that need to belong or be special, you will find people do extraordinary things for you. And if you want to know more about how to do this, my secret book on this, on your list, is Get People to Do What You Want. This is like the anti-How to Win Friends and Influence People book. This book is written by specialist interrogators who've spent their entire life getting people to give them what they need to know. What they tell you is how to leverage the skills and techniques based on the very basic understanding of what motivates people and drives them at any point in time, to be able to tap into framing anything you need people to do for you into a reference that is going to work for them, and they're going to be on board. So what you're doing is leveraging skills that people can teach you. If you start to learn about body language and communication styles, and you start to work within them for other people, and let me tell you, by the end of a week of practicing with people at that, you'll be a master at it. If you start to practice moving people's energy to where you need it to be to get the results, and communicating in the way people need you to communicate, you will start getting better results more easily. If you start to know what motivates people, and you can tie things into the goals they have and how they're achieving their outcome, when actually they're achieving yours, you'll start to get better results. If you can start to look at where it fits into what's their most basic need, to belong or to stand out, you'll start to get better results. So what you're doing is leveraging really simple things. Really, really simple things. You'll know whether you're on the right track and you're getting the hang of it by whether people come with you or not. It's that easy. But you'll start to know the way people behave in groups. You'll start to see, that person wants to stand out. They need to be recognised as being special. So you might give them a task that allows them to shine, even though they're part of the team, because that's what they're telling you. They're the people who will need to make jokes all the time and be recognised, or need to be jumping in and trying to control directions. They need to have whatever task framed into how they can be special and stand out. The people who need to belong are the people who won't be jumping in, who won't be speaking up, who will be sitting back or trying to give everybody else credit as part of the group and not taking any themselves. They're the people who need to be given things where they feel like the outcome helps them belong. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
So what you're going to do is leverage what you know about people. Easy, right? How do you do it? You practice. Practice. Go and play with people. Start to enjoy doing this. Who likes being at work? Overwhelming show of hands. 2, I think, there. If you don't like being at work, you can start to include some of these things in your daily, you know, that boss that I've never liked, I'm going to go and see if I can shift their energy. I'm going to go in every conversation I have, I'm going to try and mirror them, and I'm going to try and work out whether I can actually build a better rapport. What happens is not only, if you decide to have fun with it, not only do you have fun, but you actually start to build a much stronger, better relationship, and suddenly they become a person that you like. Radical, huh? And they start to respect you because you're communicating with them on their level. It's a hard thing to learn. The more you practice it, the better you get. And you can start to get results. Let me tell you, I didn't realise initially that I was necessarily good at doing any of these things until there was a centre that I worked in DY. When we walked up and got lunch, no matter when I walked up, no matter what day it was, I would get free things. And I'd come back and I'd have a free Freond or something, and they'd look at me, how come you always get free stuff? I didn't know why I always got free stuff. But without knowing it, I was interacting in a way that was building a rapport that if they had something left over or they had something, you know, something new that they wanted to try, I would get it. After a year of not having been in the centre, I went back to see someone, and sure enough, I went downstairs and guess what? I came upstairs with lunch with a whole bag of free stuff, enough for both of us actually. They'd started to send me up any time we did a lunch order because they wanted free things. They didn't get free things, but our personalities were very different. I had the energy rapport with the person, not because I tried, but because it was where our energy was at, so I got a better result. I got laughed at the other week because we went and saw a friend in a band. So no one's dancing, I get up and dance. The friend who was with me afterwards said, you know what, I hate you. Okay, I've gone out and my friend hates me. Excellent. I said, really, why? She said, you get up and dance and 4 men dance with you. She said, men don't dance. Men don't even dance with people they like. They don't know you. And I didn't realise the fact that this happens regularly. I have an energy when I'm doing things that I enjoy that brings other people into it. A friend of mine's husband, when we were going to a charity event, said, oh, Belinda, she's that really tall girl, isn't she? So when she was telling me, I was having hysterics because I'm really not tall. But when I'd met him, my energy was so big that he remembered me really tall. She, by the end of the night, said, you know, I found myself dancing with all these people. I had no idea who they were. And they said, I watched you. You go and you look for people who look like they want to get up and dance, and you get them up and you dance with them. Then you leave them with the group and go and get somebody else. So by the end of the night, there's all these people in groups dancing with each other who don't know each other, who you've brought onto the dance floor and then gone off and played with somebody else. People will do what I want them to do sometimes just because I have so much fun doing it. You can be infectious just because you're contagious. No. You can have an energy that just makes people do what you want them to do. And I didn't ever realise that about myself. It's people who've told me recently about the power I can have over other people. Oh. When I've scanned back through my iPhone photos and I see the really stupid things I've got people to do in photos, people I know are normally sane, rational people who don't do anything silly, I have got a whole stream of photos of people doing silly expressions and silly actions because I have an ability to get people to do dumb things for me in photos. You can leverage anything that you're good at. It means once I recognise that I can do that, I can use it for my own advantage in other situations, not just to get people to dance or to take silly photos. And so one of the things you need to know is who you are. You need to understand you. You need to know how to use a clicker and hope it works.